Now you may or may not have seen my pizza video using the crust from Low-Carb Bread Company. And it was one of the best keto pizzas I've ever made, and definitely one of the best keto pizzas I've ever tried. But I got a lot of comments after that a lot of people just don't like the ingredients in it. But for this, we've taken cottage cheese once again and turned it into a pizza crust. I made a delicious keto pizza with my quick and easy pizza sauce, some beautiful mozzarella cheese, and this crust, which I think you're really gonna love. It's like a New York style slice. It came out great, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Let's do some pizza right after this. There's just nothing like a great pizza, and I've done a pizza recipe. I've done that great Low-Carb Bread Company crust, but this one is one you can do every week. It's cheap and easy, and you can put whatever toppings you want on it, but I'd suggest, because of the crust, you don't pile it up this high with stuff. Plus, there's nothing better than a simple, delicious pizza. My favorites are pepperoni, or meat lovers, or the margarita pizza, and all those are really, really simple, just using great ingredients. So let's get in the kitchen. I'll show you how to put together this crust, how to put together this pizza, and show you what it looks like. Let's get to it. The first thing you're gonna need to make this keto pizza crust is 2 cups of whole milk cottage cheese. The next thing you're gonna need is 4 eggs. Just get the best eggs you can get. I get these at Aldi. Next, you're gonna need some of my quick and easy keto pizza sauce. If you don't have any in your freezer from the last time we made it, I'll put the link up above and in the description. You're gonna need some mozzarella cheese. Make sure you get the low moisture part skim, not the fresh stuff. You're gonna need some of this grated Parmesan cheese to sprinkle on top, or you can grate it fresh yourself, however much you like. And you're gonna need some pepperoni. We're making a pepperoni pizza here, so you'll definitely need some pepperonis. Now you can use a regular blender if you want to, but it's a whole lot easier to use an immersion blender. And all the things that I use will be down in the description. You'll need a pizza pan as well. I love this one. It's non-stick and it's the perfect size to make this keto pizza. Then you're gonna need some parchment paper just to bake that crust on initially. Then we'll move it over just to the pizza pan. So the first thing we'll do is just take the pizza pan and we're gonna cut our parchment paper. Now this is a trick that somebody taught me one day in the comments actually. So you just take your parchment paper, make it a little bigger than the pizza pan, fold it into 4ths, and then put that corner right there in the middle. Then you just go around the outside with some scissors and cut off the excess, and then that way it'll be about the right size you need for this pizza pan. Close enough anyway. Some people like to spray their parchment paper. I just like to ball it up. I find out that if you ball it up and then unball it, it'll stick down just fine, and you will not have to worry about it coming up or folding up while you're trying to put your pizza crust out. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is just take this container that came with the immersion blender, and I'm gonna pour in 2 cups of the cottage cheese. Now, it's okay if yours is not quite this liquidy. It's gonna work out fine because we're gonna bake it. And you'll see after I show you the technique why it does not matter if it's a little bit liquidy on this or not. So we're just gonna put 2 cups in here. And I know some people are gonna say that I should have used measuring cups for this, but trust me, I've tried it both ways, and the difference in the liquid measure and the solid measure really don't matter at all. Next, I'm gonna go in, just make sure that we've got it to the 2 cup line. And if we do, I'm gonna go in with some of these eggs. Now I love these eggs from Aldi, but just get the best ones that you can find. And if you get a little piece of shell in there like that, don't worry about it. Just reach in and get it right out, but you definitely don't want that in your pizza crust. So we're gonna add 4 eggs into here, and then we're gonna start this blending process. Now what you wanna accomplish by your blending is just make sure you get all those little tiny chunks out of the cottage cheese. We're gonna make a smooth mixture with this so that when we put that pizza crust down, it doesn't have any lumps or bumps or chunks. It's starting to look good already. And I forgot to preheat my oven, so ideally your oven would have been preheated, but if you forget, hey, just preheat it to 350 right now. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is just take that parchment paper lined pizza pan, and I'm gonna spray it down with some good olive oil spray or avocado oil spray, whichever you like, but I would recommend the olive oil since we are doing a keto pizza and everything. And then just take that batter or that crust mixture and just pour it right out onto that pizza pan like that. And to get it looking a little more like a pizza crust, just give it a nice shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
Oh, that's looking more like a proper keto pizza crust now. So then just try to move it all around your pan as much as you can. Make it as circular as possible and try to get it as even as you possibly can. Then we're gonna go around the edges with a spatula and just kind of thicken that up a little bit and make it look a little tighter. So once you get that all tightened up a little bit, this is what it should look like. Now I definitely recommend sprinkling the top of it with some Parmesan cheese. It gives it a really great consistency. And I mean, you know, you want some Parmesan cheese on a nice keto pizza anyway, so hey, just do it. So sprinkle as much as you want on there, just kind of a good little layer. I won't say exactly how much, but just sprinkle as much as you want on there. You can't overdo it. Now this is about how much I do, but you can do a little bit more or a little bit less. Now once it looks proper like that, it is time for its little ride to the oven. So we're gonna put it in that preheated oven, and I'm gonna cook it just like that for 20 minutes. So after it's been in the sauna for 20 minutes, I'm gonna take it out, put it down on the counter, and it's time to let it cool for just a minute or two, and then take the whole piece of parchment paper right off of the pizza pan. We're gonna start crisping that crust up now, so I'm gonna spray it down with a little bit of that olive oil spray, and the easiest way I've found to do this is just grab the pizza pan, flip it over on top of that crust, and then flip it over again, and then just peel that parchment paper off of the other side. Once you got that parchment paper off, it should look just like this. So we're gonna go back into the oven and keep an eye on it until it starts bubbling like that. Once it does, just take your sheet of parchment paper, take it out of the oven, and just let it sit there for just a few minutes while we get this cheese together. So you're just gonna shred up as much mozzarella cheese as you want. Now, we probably use about 8 ounces on this, but you just do however much cheese you like, but you just wanna have enough to where it fully covers that pizza. I hope y'all like my nails today. Oh yeah. So that pizza crust has been sitting there chilling until now. This is what it should look like when it's ready to get topped to make the perfect keto pizza. Now, if you like pizza or other standard American foods, but you don't like the carbs, make sure you subscribe to my channel down there, hit the bell next to it, and anytime I do a standard American diet keto makeover, you'll know about it. Now I'm gonna bump up the oven to 400 degrees, and that's what we're gonna bake this pizza at. And hey, if you want this a little crispier, it can probably go for about 5 more minutes, but I'm just gonna top it now with this beautiful, quick and easy pizza sauce that I have. That link will be down there in the description for you. And you really just want 1 ladle full, or maybe just a little bit more. Basically, you wanna be able to spread it out like this and just get a thin layer of that sauce all the way around to the edges, or just about the edges if you want a little bit of crust on there. But you don't have to. You can go all the way to the edge with the cheese and the sauce if you want. And now once you got it spread out proper, we'll go ahead and start layering on some of this beautiful mozzarella cheese. And this is about how much cheese I like on mine. If you want to do more cheese than that, I would suggest baking that crust just a little bit longer and let it tighten up just a little bit more. Now it's time to top it with our beautiful pepperonis. And if you're making a pepperoni pizza, this is exactly what it should look like. Pick your own toppings. You can top it with whatever you like, but there's nothing better to me than a great, simple pepperoni pizza. But we can't eat it like this, right? We're gonna have to go back into the oven with it and finish our cook. And this beautiful keto pizza is thinking, man, it's hot in here. but we're only staying in here for 10 minutes. Oh man, it is that time to have some keto pizza. Check that out. That thing is bubbling and looking absolutely delicious. This is what the bottom should look like if you cook it the way I do. If you're going to cook it longer to put more toppings on, cook the other side down and leave that side up top. And then you can garnish this with whatever you like if you want to, or just leave it alone. I've got some Genovese basil and some purple basil that I'm going to garnish mine with. I'll just tear up little pieces and put it right on there because I love it like that. Then I'm just going to finish it with a little more Parmesan cheese on top because why not? And then it's about time to cut it. And then it's just time to serve it up. If you love pizza, leave me a comment down there and let me know. I got some other ones I'm thinking about trying as well. The only other thing I like to do is finish it up with a little bit of crushed red pepper because I like that little bit of spice. Hey, this is a great pizza recipe. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Now, if you don't want to go to the trouble of making the crust, which is not much trouble, but I understand. Sometimes it's just better to be quick and easy. I'll put my pizza video over there with that great low-carb bread company crust. And down there, I'll put the pizza sauce that I make that makes it absolutely delicious. But thank y'all so much for all you do for me, all your likes, all your shares, all your comments. And thanks more than anything for watching. And I'll see you on the next video.